the gospel said that it's not all about the crown, but it is about the cross. It is not about the honor, but it's about the sacrifice. It's not being the first, but being the last. It's not being the great, but being the servant.
Oh, matapang ka lang doon sa Senado kasi may kakampi ka. Dito ka magpakita ng tapang mo.
Nasa mukha ba namin na magko-coerce? Nasa mukha niya. Sa mukha. Nasa mukha ba ni Congressman Fernandez na mag-coerce? Ako, nasa mukha ko ba mag-coerce? Tignan niyo nga mga po yung mukha niya. O, compare po sa mukha namin.
Tama ba yung state mo? I felt that they wanted to convince me to do what they wanted me to do.
I stand by my statement, Your Honor.
Sagutin mo yung tanong ko.
I would like to invoke my right,
Mr. Chair.
Your Honor.
May I move that we cite Colonel Grijaldo in contempt for violation of Section 11, Paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions? So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to ask for clarification. Why are our two chairmen serving as resource persons to our discussions regarding Colonel Grijaldo? Is it because a certain incident happened?
The both Chairman Abante and Chairman Dan Fernandez voluntarily volunteers to be a resource person with regards to the incident that happens allegedly as alleged by
Magsisinungaling at pawang katot.
My right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Okay, although that right is not absolute, Colonel Grijaldo, insofar as those statements were said under oath and minutes of the Senate are public documents. In fact, ang dami pong nakapanood nun, so we will take your statement as what it is.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ngayon, ang nakakabahala po doon sa bahagi po ninyo, Colonel Grijaldo, ay naibahagi po ninyo doon sa statement ninyo na meron pong 2 miyembro ng mababang kapulungan ay di umano ay inudyok ka, kinausap ka, at para pang tinatakot ka na magsabi ng mga bagay tungkol sa issue ng EJK sa Pilipinas. Tama po ba yun?
Your Honor, I would like to stand by my statement in the Senate under oath, Your Honor, and I would like to invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Okay, but you have already stated your statement. So, Comsec, meron po ba tayong kopya nung affidavit ni Colonel Grijaldo?
Your Honor, I apologize, we have not secured a copy of...
But I think the very resourceful Chairman Akop will allow me to... Thank you very much. So, anyway, Colonel Grijaldo, meron po akong kopya ng affidavit nyo. At ito naman po ay pinaninindigan po ninyo. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Maraming salamat. Dito po sa number 7 ng inyong sinumpang salaysay, sinabi po ninyo dito, when I entered the end room, I saw 2 lawyers of Colonel Garma standing inside the room. One of the lawyers approached me and then asked me what we were going to talk about. And I said that I do not know. Number 8, after a while, Congressman Dan Fernandez entered the room and he asked me to sit beside him on the right side. Then Congressman Abante entered the room and sat on the far end chair on my right. One of the lawyers of Colonel Garma stood at my back.
Your Honor, I would stand by my statement.
Okay,
in the
so
Senate
I would
under oath, Your Honor, and I invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman. Point of order.
Yeah, what is the point of order?
I don't see any reason why our guest it keeps on invoking his right against self-incrimination when Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez was not asking him anything incriminating. He was just merely reading a portion of his affidavit. So I don't like, Mr. Chair, that this committee, that our resource person may impress upon the public that we are here to corner him and to incriminate him. Please, tigilan mo yan. Hindi naman, Mr. Chair, it's not right to invoking self-incrimination when in fact DSJJ is not asking you any questions but merely reading his affidavit. Baka naman ng message na pinapakita, Mr. Chairman, sa publiko, inaanggulo natin siya dito. I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, but I have to manifest this. I think his invitation to the Senate was to discuss about EJK and illegal drugs, and nowhere in his affidavit did he mention anything about illegal drugs and EJK. He did not share any inputs or his knowledge on illegal drugs. His participation in that Senate inquiry was merely to besmirch the reputation of some of the chairmen here. And as a result, attempting to degrade the integrity of the Quadcom. So please, I hate to admonish men in uniform. I have the highest respect for our policemen. But please, Colonel Grijaldo, stop invoking your right against self-incrimination. Nobody's asking you any incriminating questions here.
Mr. Chair.
And Mr. Chairman, along the line of Congressman Adjong, I don't think it's incriminating because number one, sinumpang salaysay niya po ito eh. Pirmado niya po ito eh. So how can he incriminate himself when he actually signed this affidavit? And this is a public document, Mr. Chair. So if our resource person is invoking this right to self-incrimination, I think that is out of order.
Okay, I'd like to remind the resource person that the questions being asked of you are the statements you made in your affidavit. And the questions that DSJJ is asking is whether you confirm those statements that you stipulated in your affidavit. Dahil affidavit, pinirmahan mo yun, there's nothing incriminating no, dun sa tanong ni Congressman J.J. Suarez. So please, answer appropriately the questions being asked by the members. Congressman Acop?
Mr. Chair, may we ask the resource person the basis why he's invoking his right against self-incrimination?
Yeah, please answer. What is the basis of you invoking the right against self-incrimination?
Police colonel ka, investigador ka dati. You know the basic rudiments of investigation. Alam mo dapat kung kailan i-invoke yung right against self-incrimination. Di po ba? Kasi nagko-conduct ka ng investigation eh. Now, may I know your legal basis why you are invoking your right against self-incrimination? Mr. Chair, if he cannot provide any basis, I think I agree with the Honorable Adjong that he should not invoke that right. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. I share the sentiment of Congressman Acop. If indeed the resource person cannot explain to this committee why he is invoking his right against self-incriminations in reply or in response to the questions raised by DSJJ Suarez, then I would agree that the gentleman is out of order, and perhaps do you have a lawyer with you, Colonel Grijaldo? Nandito, may abogado ka ba? Would you like?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Do you want us to provide you a lawyer?
No, Your Honor.
Because your lawyer or lawyers that we can provide you will assist you on telling you what your rights are in this committee hearing. So, gusto mo ba mag-provide kami ng abogado?
No, Your Honor.
So you will answer and reply to the questions of the members. Now, DSJJ?
Yes, Mr. Chair, maybe another opportunity we can provide to the resource person. Colonel Grijaldo, kung kayo po ay hindi komportable, dahil nga maraming nanonood at nasa publiko po ang hearing na ito, would you want or would you request for an executive session so that you can divulge the details and the truthfulness to the affidavit that you executed in the Senate hearing?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so therefore we can proceed, Mr. Chair.
Please proceed.
So, Colonel Grijaldo, matanong ko lang po, ano po ang nag-udyok sa'yo para i-execute tong affidavit na ito?
Just I have said, Your Honor, during my opening statement in the Senate, it was Tuesday. We have a hearing here on Tuesday, and we ended up on the Wednesday on the event of the Typhoon Christine. And as I have said, I go back to my home, and dinibdib ko po yung nangyari sa akin, Your Honor. And I never told this to my wife that time for 2 days. Until such time on the Friday, I was informed by the PIHAW that I'll be attending a Senate hearing. So, naisabi ko dun sa asawa ko, Your Honor. And nag-argue pa kami kasi ayaw niya. Ako kasi gusto ko na may sabi. And sabi ko, we have to go on a Sunday Mass, and we need wisdom for this para mabigyan din tayo ng lakas ng loob para ma-resolve natin sa tayo kasi tayo nag-aaway, nagkakaproblema, hindi na rin kami nag-aano nun eh. So on the Sunday, it was on the gospel. Sabi ko, pakinggan natin kung ano man yung masabi ng gospel sa atin that day. And it was a great enlightenment and a wisdom na binigay sa akin, Your Honor. The gospel said that it's not all about the crown, but it is about the cross. It is not about the honor, but it's about the sacrifice. It's not being the first, but being the last. It's not being the great, but being the servant. Sabi ko sa asawa ko, bakit naibigay sa atin to? We have to and to sum up that, Your Honor, ang sinabi nung pare, sabi niya, it's not about the experience, because yung experience kasi natin sa buhay, it may be good or bad, but it's all about the lesson learned that time, Your Honor. So I have that courage, and even my wife submitted to my decision. And on the next day, pumunta na po ako yun. Nandun po yun, nag-narrate, ginawa ko po yun, sinulat ko po yun. And it was on that mass that time that it is a Sunday for the PDLs. It was a Sunday for PDLs. Sabi ng pare, we have to give dun sa mga brothers natin na nakukulong. Hindi ko nga akalain na I would be the one also to experience that yung sinabi ng pare. So that's all, Your Honor. That is all that happened, Your Honor.
Well, you know, oftentimes we need experiences to encourage us and to push us to search for the truth. So I hope this hearing is one of those experiences for you, Colonel Grijaldo. Dahil ang layunin lang naman po natin dito ay hanapin gaano man kahirap ang katotohanan. Yun lang naman po ang hangarin natin. Wala nang iba. At kaya nga po yung dalawa po nating kinatawan na binanggit mo sa affidavit mo ay pansamantalang tumayo at umalis bilang chairman just to show that we are fair in handling this very sensitive issue. Because you made serious accusations in your affidavit, Colonel Grijaldo. And if indeed enlightenment has happened to you when you executed this affidavit, and you mentioned that you stand by your affidavit, so let's test whether or not it is the truth, Colonel Grijaldo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
As I have said, I will stand by. I am humbled by my experience, Your Honor.
And I'm
with
sure
this,
you're
Your Honor,
but Mr. Colonel Grijaldo,
I
you
will
have to
stand by
understand.
with my statement.
You have to understand
under oath
one
in
thing.
the Senate, Your
You have
Honor.
to understand
And I
one
would like
thing
to
lang po.
invoke my
One
right
thing lang po.
to self-incrimination, Your
Opo,
Honor.
but you have to understand one thing, Colonel Grijaldo. Okay lang po yun kung para sa'yo. Ang problema ho, ang dami mong dinamay eh. Kung para sa'yo lang yon, hindi sana natin gagawing issue to eh. Ngunit ang idinamay mo dito ay mga taong walang kinalaman o mga inosente. Eh paano naman po sila? Paano naman po yung mga karapatan nila? Paano naman po yung boses nila? Paano naman yung katotohanan nila? Hindi pa po natin sila pahahalagahan dahil panghahawakan lang natin yung sinabi mong enlightenment mo? But they have their own rights too, Colonel Grijaldo. So Colonel Grijaldo, siguro wag na tayong paligoy-ligoy pa. With the permission of Mr. Chairman, Colonel Grijaldo, you made some serious accusations here. In fact, so serious that it was even carried by our media news for almost a week, 2 weeks. And because of your accusations, you've tarnished the very reputation and integrity of the committee and the House of Representatives. Things that I will not allow dahil ito pong posisyon na inuupuan namin, ay ito po ay posisyon ng tiwala na ipinagkaloob sa amin ng tao nagtitiwala sa amin. At kailanman hindi ako papayag na may mga tao na magdudungis at magtatapon ng kasinungalingan para sirain ang integridad ng trabaho ng House of Representatives at syempre ng komitibang ito. So Colonel Grijaldo, sinabi mo po dito sa inyong sinumpang salaysay that you were persuaded
Your Honor,
and you said ikaw naman, Colonel, Ganito lang yan. Alangan namang walang insidente o mangyayari sa panahon na yon. I answered that I served as COP, Chief of Police in Mandaluyong during COVID-19 pandemic, and there were less crimes committed and we did not receive any reward from anyone. I added that we only receive funds as additional MOOE support fund for the Peace and Order Fund of the LGU. But dito po sa earlier part, sinabi mo that you were persuaded. Is this true, Colonel Grijaldo?
Your Honor, I will stand by my statement in the Senate under oath, Your Honor, and I would like to invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
That is out of order. Let it be of record that the statement made by this resource person is out of order. Please continue, Congressman Suarez.
Number 17, sinabi nyo dito, I then respectfully told Congressman Dan Fernandez that anyone can debunk my statement if I confirm the testimony of Colonel Garma about DDS in 1999. Since I was not a member of the PNP at that time and I have no knowledge as to the reward system. Additionally, I said that the work of policemen are noble, that requires great sacrifice even without reward or award. It is our moral obligation and a call of duty to serve our country and our people. If I may continue, Colonel Grijaldo. At sinabi mo, Congressman Dan asked me, Colonel Garma, anong masabi mo sa kanya tungkol kay Barayuga? I politely told him I cannot comment on the case when I respectfully answered him, Sir, mahirap yan. Kasama kami sa nag-iimbestiga at hindi ko alam kung anong kinalaman niya at may investigasyon din kami, baka ma-incriminate ako, sir. Tama po ba ito, Colonel Grijaldo?
Your Honor,
Yes or no lang po, ah.
I will stand by my statement in the Senate under oath, Your Honor, and I would like to invoke
Mr.
my
Chair,
right
again.
for self-incrimination,
Mr.
Your
Chair.
Honor.
Again, the resource person is out of order,
Mr.
and
Chair.
let it be of record that he is continuously disrespecting this committee by refusing to answer appropriately to the questions propounded by the member. Alam mo, Colonel, if I may, DSJJ, binibigyan ka namin ng pagkakataon dito eh. Noong nasa Senado ka, ang tapang-tapang mo eh. Bakit dito ay mo magtapang ka rito? Ipakita mo yung the same candor, the same tapang na pinakita mo doon. Di ba? Bakit hindi mo gawin yan dito ngayon? Nagtatago ka sa likod ng right against self-incrimination eh. Tinatanong sa'yo, relevant question. Matapang ka lang doon sa Senado kasi may kakampi ka. Dito ka magpakita ng tapang mo. Hindi yung nandoon ka lang. Alam mo, ang mahirap kasi sa'yo, gusto lang nating malaman ang katotohanan sa likod nito. Ang dami mo ng ginawa eh. Dinamay mo pa yung mga kasama na, hindi dahil sa kasama namin sila, kundi hindi tama ang nangyari at ginawa mo. You are trying to besmirch the reputation of this committee. Itong committee ito, hindi ito gawa-gawa lamang. Ito'y pinapayagan ng ating saligang batas. Ito'y pinapayagan at pinayagan ng 300 mahigit na membro ng Kongreso na kung saan ay merong mandato ng taong bayan. Kaya wag mong bastusin ito. Yung tapang mo, nawawala eh. Tawagin mo yung kakampi mo. Ang hirap, alam mo, Colonel, nag-imbento ka ng kwento. And then you speak about honor. And then you speak about the gospel of that was given to you by a priest, talking about honor, and which yun, alam mo ba kung bakit mayroong honor? Pag hindi ka sinungaling, may honor ka. As simple as that. You're a police officer and you should have ang ano kasi, yun ang ano dito eh. Anyway, DSJJ, you can
Well,
continue.
I totally understand the frustration of our chairman. In fact, it is the same place where I'm extracting my frustration from. No? Kasi nung Senate hearing, napanood ko yung binanggit mo, Colonel Grijaldo, at ako naman, araw-araw, hindi naman araw-araw, na tuwing magkakaroon ng Quadcom hearing, nandito ako. I make it a point I even come early. So, Colonel Grijaldo, you mentioned in your affidavit and even in the Senate hearing that you were coerced. Coerced by certain members of this committee. Totoo ba yun? Oo, hindi.
Your Honor, I would like to invoke
Oo,
my rights
hindi.
for
It's a simple yes or no.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yun lang po yun. Sabi mo, truth, di ba?
Your Honor, I
Sabi
would
mo,
like to invoke my
enlightenment,
right
di ba?
to self-incrimination, Your
Diba
Honor.
sinabi mo, gospel truth, di ba? When you talk of God, there's only right and wrong. There's nothing in between. You want to talk about honor, Colonel Grijaldo? Kung gusto mo, Colonel Grijaldo, mag-usap tayo tungkol sa integridad ng isang tao. Eh, ang pagsabi ng katotohanan is the simplest way to show honor. Na hindi ka nagtatago at hindi ka nagsisinungaling. Kasi we're talking about serious issues here, Colonel Grijaldo. Isipin mo, mga EJK victims ang nandito. Libo-libong taong namatay nung panahon ng nakaraang administrasyon. Buhay ng Pilipino ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. So, Colonel Grijaldo, babalikan ko lang. Totoo ba? O hindi? Na merong pumilit sa iyo na magsalita na hindi naaayon sa katotohanan dito sa Quadcom.
Your Honor, I would like to invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
What is the point of order, Congressman Ako?
The resource person has not answered my question a while ago, and he's still invoking his right against self-incrimination, which is improper. Even the Supreme Court decisions say so. You're just telling me your ignorance of the law. You cannot invoke your right against self-incrimination. Tell me if you have a criminal case against you regarding this issue. Galing ako sa serbisyo, iho, pero nakakahiya ka. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Pag ako na magtatanong,
Thank you.
sasagot ka. Dahil isasite kita in contempt again.
Thank you, Congressman
Mr. Chair.
Ako.
Sir Chair, just a
I'm
quick
surprised why he became an officer. Yes,
just want to-
Are you done, DSJJ?
Just a last point lang, Mr. Chair, kay Colonel Grijaldo. Before Congressman Adjong, I know naman may good friend is very generous with his time. Colonel Grijaldo, sa maraming pagkakataon na inimbitahan ka ng Quadcom, pagkatapos mo magsalita sa Senate, hindi ka nagpakita. At ang dinadahilan mo ay meron kang left shoulder injury. Tama po ba yon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that incriminating, Colonel Grijaldo? Was that answer to your shoulder incriminating? Di naman, di ba? Ang dinadahilan nyo kaya hindi kayo nakakadalo dahil maya't maya po kayo ipinapasok sa Pasig Hospital dahil nag-undergo po kayo ng therapy sa inyong kaliwang balikat. Tama po ba yon, Colonel Grijaldo?
I have my left shoulder operation, Your Honor.
You have your...
Left shoulder operation, Your Honor.
So inopera din po kayo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Tapos, Colonel Grijaldo, ang nakakapagtaka po, yung ilan sa mga pinadala nyo pong mga dahilan kung bakit hindi po kayo makakadalo ay nanggaling sa isang klinika na matatagpuan sa isang mall. Bakit hindi po orthopedic doctor ang nag-issue ng medical certificate ninyo kundi isang clinic na matatagpuan sa isang mall?
The doctor who operated me, Your Honor, is a professional, Your Honor.
I'm not asking you whether or not your doctor is a professional. I hope he's a professional.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because if he wasn't a professional, then may God be with you because he conducted surgery on you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So thank God he's a professional. But
Yes,
I'm not
Your Honor.
asking the qualifications of your surgeon. I'm asking kung sa sobrang laki ng dinadala mong problema sa inyong kaliwang balikat at kinailangan po itong operahan, bakit isang klinika sa isang mall ang nag-issue ng medical certificate mo at hindi isang orthopedic surgeon?
That is not a clinic, Your Honor. It is a hospital, Pasig Hospital, that responsible in giving the medical certificate, Your Honor.
I suggest, Colonel Grijaldo, you refresh your memory. Kasi yung isa sa mga una mong pinadala sa amin ay nung amin pong sinearch yung address, mall po ang location niya. So again, Colonel Grijaldo, I'm asking you, it's not too hard. Sasabi lang po kayo ng katotohanan. Kayo po ba nung panahon yun ay umiiwas dito dahil nakapagsalita kayo sa Senado? Colonel Grijaldo?
No, Your Honor. It is a necessary,
Kasi kung
Your Honor, to have my operation, Your Honor.
Kasi kung hindi
And
po
I
kayo...
am suffering a pain on that time, Your Honor.
Oh.
Because this happened during my cadetship, Your Honor. And during that time, there were no operation being conducted na nangyari at kumikirot po talaga to, Your Honor. And I have no reason to escape or to not going to this honorable Quadcom committee, Your Honor, because I was able to attend 4 Quadcom hearing, Your Honor, and I was already giving my statement, Your Honor.
Opo. Yes, you were attending. In fact, I would see you in the back. Kaya nga nagulat ako nung nakapagsalita ka ng mga hindi makatarungang mga statements at nakapagbitaw ka sa Senado nung nagkaroon ng hearing doon. Nagulat na lang po ako pagkatapos niyo po magsalita doon, bigla na lang po naging unavailable na kayo. Bigla na lang sumakit ang balikat ninyo. At bigla na lang kinailangan na maoperahan ang balikat ninyo.
It may, Your Honor, it will incur considerable amount, Your Honor, for the payment of the operation, and I'm still contemplating to find money for that operation, Your Honor. And I was been confined on that hospital. The option was given was to relieve the pain, was only to have therapy. And I asked the doctor for that period na hindi pa ako maka-attend na sabi ko, i-therapy lang muna, Doc. Then, kung makapag-produce na ako ng considerable amount for the payment of the
Alam
operation,
mo, Colonel Grijaldo,
I will submit for an operation, Your Honor.
Kayo po ay isang police officer. Kung nandito lang sana si Congressman P.M. Vargas, sasabihin niya po sa iyo, papakita niya yung 2 tornilyo niya sa balikat niya. At sinabi niya, pagkatapos po ng operahan siya at lagyan ng tornilyo sa balikat, kinabukasan nagtrabaho na po siya. Kaya yung sinasabi po ninyong konting dislocation at konting operation at naging dahilan para hindi po mag-attend sa mga Quadcom hearings, medyo nakakapagtaka po yun. So anyway, Mr. Chair, I would give my time and to the other interpellators. I would just like, Mr. Chair, to request na sana matapos na po natin itong topic ni Grijaldo and the 2 Kongs so that we can move forward with the other EJK issues. Because it's something that we need to resolve immediately so that we can benefit from the wisdom of Congressman Benny Abante as chairman and to whatever Congressman Dan Fernandez can contribute to Quadcom, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Congressman Suarez. The
Was this is this the affidavit that you submitted to Senate, Colonel Grijaldo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And in your answer to the Honorable D.S. Suarez a while ago, you stated under oath that you stand by the truthfulness of your statements here in this affidavit. Tama po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. And you have imputed certain inappropriate actions on our 2 colleagues, the Honorable Abante and the Honorable Fernandez. Tama po ba?
Your Honor, I will stand by my statement in the Senate under oath,
That is
and I
not
would
an
like to invoke my
appropriate.
right to self-incrimination, Your
That
Honor.
is not an appropriate answer to my question. Ang tinatanong ko po is, dito sa mga statements mo na ito, you have imputed inappropriate actions by the Honorable Abante and the Honorable Fernandez. Would that be correct? Yes or no?
Your Honor, I stand by my statement given at the Senate under oath, Your Honor, and I'll invoke my right for self-incrimination, Your Honor.
Okay. May I ask the Honorable Abante and the Honorable Fernandez? Ngayon ako makaganti, Mr. Chairman.
And if I may, let me remind the 2 congressmen that you are under oath.
In the statement or sworn statement of Colonel Grijaldo, it stated here, number 4, after I answered questions related to extrajudicial killings and the reward system, I was approached by a security personnel while I was seated as one of the witnesses during the hearing. The said person told me that I was being summoned by Congressman Dan Fernandez. The Honorable Fernandez, do you agree to this statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. When I entered the room, I saw the 2 lawyers of Police Colonel Garma standing inside the room. 2 lawyers of Colonel Garma standing inside the room. One of the lawyers approached me, then asked me what we were going to talk about. I said that I do not know. May I ask the Honorable Abante and Fernandez if there were really the presence of the 2 lawyers of Colonel Garma were present?
Yes, Chairman Akop, yes.
The Honorable Abante, do you agree with Honorable Fernandez?
He's talking to somebody, Mr. Chairman. Maybe you can cite him in contempt. Chairman Abante, you're being asked. Chairman Abante, you're being asked by Chairman Akop. to confirm the statement.
Do you agree with the statement of Colonel Grijaldo that there were two lawyers of Attorney Garma present when you talked with Colonel Grijaldo in a room?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. There were two lawyers present.
Thank you, Your Honor. According to the affidavit of Colonel Grijaldo, the Honorable Fernandez asked Colonel Grijaldo to sit beside him, and you entered the room and sat on the far end chair on the right. And one of the lawyers of Colonel Garma stood near the back of Colonel Grijaldo. Would that be correct?
Ako yung unang dumating, Mr. Chairman. If I remember it right, nung dumating po ako, nakaupo na po siya.
Okay. So, nakaupo na siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The Honorable Abante?
Yes, it was a small room, no? Doon lang sa corner na yan. And so, malapit din kami sa isa't isa. So, just need to each other. In fact, Mr. Chair, I'd like to say na when I talked to him before he came in the room was that because it was Colonel Garma that said that Colonel Grijaldo knows a lot. He knows a lot about this thing. So, sabi ko, sige, total, normal naman yung vetting na ginagawa natin, kinakausap natin. So, we talked to him and sinabi ko kay Colonel Garma, can he corroborate your statement? Ang sabi ni Colonel Garma, yes eh. So, kinausap namin.
Your Honors, pasensya na po kayo kasi hindi naman sumasagot kasi sa mga tanong ko si Colonel Grijaldo. Kaya kayo po ang tatanungin ko na muna.
Mr. Chair, if I be allowed.
The resource person is not allowed to ask questions.
No, I'm not asking questions, Mr. Chairman. I will be answering in relation to the answer of
So you
Congressman.
are replying to the question
Yes.
raised by...
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Please proceed.
Well, ang totoo po kasi noon, yung pong dalawang lawyer ni Colonel Garma, sila po talaga yung nag-approach sa amin. Ang sinabi po nung dalawang lawyer, if I remember it right, yung pangalan po nung lawyer, si Attorney Victor, nakalimutan ko po yung ipilido.
Attorney Kilang and Attorney Kumigan.
Yes, opo. Ang sabi nila, kasi kung matatandaan niyo po, yung ating supplemental affidavit na ginawa po ni Colonel Garma was given to us on the day itself. And then, nung binabasa po natin, sabi natin, sino magko-corroborate nito? Sino magbe-betting ito? Lumapit po yung dalawang lawyer. At ang sabi, kung pwedeng kausapin si Colonel Grijaldo. Dahil si Colonel Garma ay very close daw kay Colonel Grijaldo at siya makakapag-bet sa mga nakalagay doon sa supplemental affidavit. So, ang sabi ko naman kay Attorney Victor, tama-tama andyan si Grijaldo andyan sa likod. Bakit hindi natin siya imbitahan doon sa room doon sa may kainan para nang sa ganon ay makausap natin kung patotohanan niya yung sinabi ni Colonel Garma na magkaibigan sila at ibebet niya yung mga nakasulat doon. So, basically, hindi naman po siya ganun kalaking issue. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, hindi nga tayo ang nag-initiate eh. Sila pa yung nag-initiate sa atin na kausapin si Colonel Grijaldo, which I did together with nagkataon po kami ni Chairman Abante during that time. Magkalapit kami doon. Sabi ko, pare sumama ka na sa akin. Kaya sa sumunod. Kaya nagulat na lamang po kami that biglang nagkaroon po ng ganong istorya. But nevertheless, Mr. Chairman, yun po yung nangyari doon. At nung pumasok po ako sa loob, nauna po ako kay Chairman Abante ng konti lang. And then, sinabi ko sa kanya, Colonel Grijaldo, ito yung mga nakasulat dito sa affidavit. Sabi ko dito sa paragraph, hindi ko matandaan, 17 ata o something ganon. Ito ba, mapapatutuanan mo na sinabi ni Colonel Garma. Ang sabi niya, wala po akong alam dyan. Yung ibang ibang mga sinabi ni Colonel Garma. Kasi sabi niya, kaibigan kanya eh. So, basically, doon po umikot yung aming usapan. Siguro maabot po yun ng mga less than 10 or 15 minutes. And then, nung sinabi niya talaga wala siyang alam, edi lumabas na po kami. And the CCTV can prove na talagang hindi po kami nagtagal sa loob. At the same time po, pag tinignan niyo po yung kwarto dyan, kahit puntahan po natin lahat, napakaliit po ng kwarto. At sa labas po ng kwarto, marami pong mga tao nandun. So kung nagkaroon po ng coercion, nagkaroon po ng harassment, nagkaroon po ng forceful force galing po sa amin, I think malalaman po ng mga tao nandyan. And even the CCTV, nung lumabas po siya dyan sa ng pintuan niyan, makikita po natin na yung itsura niya, hindi naman po siya mukhang na-coerce eh. Mukhang masayang-masaya pa nga po siya. Kaya, I think, Mr. Chairman, yung pong accusation sa atin na malayan yung ating pong committee and the two chairman, masyado pong unfair. But of course, binibigyan pa rin po natin siya ng pagkakataon na liwanagin po yung mga pangyayari. Kaya, andito po tayo at binibigyan po natin ng patas na pagdinig. Marami pong salamat sa pagkakataon.
Mr. Chair, pwede maidagdag to?
With, yes, Congressman Abante, with the indulgence of Congressman Ako, please.
At the back of my mind, masaya pa nga ako eh. Sapagkat nabanggit sa akin ni Colonel Garma na ito talagang close siya rito. Classmate niya. At talagang kakampihan siya nito. Nagulat na lang kami na gano'n ang sagot niya. So,
Nung bang sinabi ni Colonel Garma yun, magkasama na kayo ni Congressman Dan?
Hindi, hindi ko nakausap si Colonel Garma.
ako ang kumusta sa kanya. Hindi niya nakausap. Ako mismo kumusta sa kanya.
At sino ang nakarinig na sinabi ni Colonel Garma sa inyo yan, na Congressman?
Palagay ko walang nakarinig sapagkat in confidence sinabi niya sa akin eh.
Okay.
When I asked her, who can corroborate your statements? Binanggit niya yung pangalan ni Colonel Grijaldo. Natuwa naman ako sapagkat very close daw sila, classmate niya at talagang kakampihan siya nito. All of a sudden, kalaban pala niya.
And
Congressman Abante.
Mr. Chairman, para i-corroborate lang po yan. If you remember it right, no, nung na-interview po tayo sa, I think, Bilyonaryo News Channel, nabanggit po natin doon na nakasama po natin siya sa isang pagpupulong doon po sa BGC sa Ascot Hotel, na kung saan nakiusap po sila Colonel Garma during that time. And during that time, we were shocked, ikaw, saka ako, Mr. Chair, na nakita natin si Colonel Grijaldo doon. And that's the reason, nang kinausap ako ng abogado doon, na sinabi sa akin na si Colonel Grijaldo at si Colonel Garma ay close, naniwala ako. Because na-meet na po natin siya during that time. And remember, na kayo pa po nagbayad ng dinner. That was 9,000 plus po. Kaya sinasabi ko po to, Mr. Chairman, because we wanted to ferret out the truth. And by doing that, we are initiating some form of talks with those who wanted to speak in this committee. Dahil nga, nagbe-betting po tayo eh. At yun po yung ating ginagawa sa kongresong ito. Kaya, nakakalungkot lang na ang isang opisyal na naging isang batalyong commander ng isang rehiyon ay ganito po yung kanyang treatment sa committee ito. But I cannot blame this person. If there is a big person behind him, then totally we cannot blame him. But prudence dictates na dapat po ay sarili niya, manindigan siya sa sarili niya at hindi siya matako sa kaninumang tao. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. Please proceed, continue, Congressman Akop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also in the sworn statement, Kong Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding on the table and told me, ito ang sasabihin mo sa statement na ito. while pointing to a paragraph on the paper. Ito ang second supplemental affidavit ni Colonel Garba. Sabihin mong alam mo ang reward system, i-confirm mo lang. Would this be true, Honorable Fernandez?
Po ganyan ang pagkakasabi ko. A while ago, I was testifying in this honorable committee that itinuro ko po, yan, Colonel Grijaldo, ito. Yan, mapapatotohanan mo ba na totoo itong sinabi ni Colonel Garma? Sabi niya, hindi ho, wala ho. Right away. Actually, parang hindi pa nga niya nababasa, parang umihindi na po siya. So, nilipat ko sa kabila. Sabi ko, itong mga ibang nandito, yan, hindi po yan kasi andun po ako sa Davao noong 2000, wala pa ho ako dyan during that time. So, yun lang po yung mga sitwasyon na nasabi ko sa kanya about dun sa supplemental affidavit. Actually, Mr. Chairman, sa una pa lang nararamdaman ko na hindi niya po i-confirm yung mga sinabi ni Colonel Garma. Actually, hindi ko na pinorsu. Basically po, yung usapan, parang naging light na lang po yung moment ng usapan. At magmamanifest po yun, yung light moment na usapan namin. Because nung lumabas po siya, masaya siya. And we can even show yung CCTV na hawak po natin ngayon, na makikita natin that wala po sa facial expression niya na he was harassed.
Comsec? Sir. Yung sinasabi ni Honorable Fernandez na video clip, we have a copy.
Comcheck floor. Do you have a
Comcheck.
video?
PM.
O yan.
Colonel Grijaldo enters the holding room. At 7:17:59 p.m., Attorney Emericio Kilang enters. At 7:18:11 p.m., Attorney Rotsiv Comigat enters. At 7:19 p.m., Congressman Dan Fernandez enters. At 7:20:35 p.m., Congressman Benny Abante enters. At 7:35:35 p.m., Congressman Dan Fernandez and Benny Abante leave the holding room. At 7:36:14 p.m., Colonel Grijaldo exits with Attorney Kilang and Attorney Comigat. At 7:36:25 p.m., Colonel Grijaldo, all smiles, is seen conversing with Jimmy Fortaleza.
I wished it.
Sinungaling yan.
Thank you, Comsec. Yun pong kay Honorable Abante naman, paragraph 14 of the affidavit. Kong Abante asked me how many years do I still have with the PNP. I answered I still have 4 years before retirement. Then he made the remark, pwede ka pang maging general. I humbly responded to him, masaya na ako sa ranggo ko, sir. Pagkatapos nito, uuwi na lang ako at magtatanim na lang ako ng kamote sa amin.
Mr. Chair, I cannot recall, no? Pero kung yan man, nasabi ko, ako ba'y, meron ba akong karapatan na i-promote siya? Sapagkat sinabi niya ron, gusto ko siyang ipapromote. Anong karapatan ko para i-promote siya? Para lang siya magsabi ng gusto kong sabihin niya. Masyado namang akusasyon yan na kahit kailan, hindi ko ginawa kahit kanino.
Thank you, Honorable Abante. Paragraph 15. The cordial conversation between us continued. So, walang animosity. Would you agree with that, Your Honors? Na cordial yung conversation niyo?
Well, actually, Mr. Chairman, di mo pa binabanggit yan kanina. Sinabi ko nga, after na tinanong na namin yung mga ilang provision dun sa paragraph niya, na alam ko na hindi naman tayo makakakuha ng magandang resulta dun sa confirmation ng betting, sabi ko nga, naging light na lang yung usapan. Hindi ko na alam kung ano mga napag-usapan. At, but after that, umalis na ako. Tapos, sumunod na si Congressman Benny.
Pero dinagdag niya sa kanya.
Mr. Chair, tama ho. Tama yung sinabi ni Chairman Dan, na very cordial. Very light ang usapan namin. Para bang nagbibiroan pa kami dun eh. Nabanggit niya na siya magtatanim ng kamote. Hindi ba biro yun? Yung ba totoo ba yun na magtatanim talaga siya ng kamote pagkatapos na mag-retire?
Saka, in all due respect, Mr. Chair, if I may, Mr. Chair, may I be allowed to speak? Kasi alam niyo po, napakasama naman po ng magiging aksyon namin if we have done something like that without the prior approval of the members of the the chairman of the Quadcom. Never na ginawa po ng bawat isa sa atin yan na meron po tayong gagawing betting ay hindi nalalaman po ng ating pong mga kasamahan. And yung pong most especially kung yung pong coercion at harassment na kung gagawin po namin ay mapuput into jeopardy lahat ng ginawa po ng Quadcom. And hindi naman po kami ganun kabobo para gawin yung bagay na yon na alam namin na magkakaroon ng bad repercussion kung sakali na hindi mag-a-agree po si Colonel Grijaldo. And well, ako kasi medyo basically nasaktan po ako doon kasi nga I was expecting that Colonel Garma through sa mga lawyers niya na binanggit na hindi, si Colonel Grijaldo was my parang kasakasamahan na niya before and they were very close. And yung expectation mo na sasabihin niya doon na kino-confirm niya, then suddenly nawala. Kaya po ako medyo na-disappoint during that time. But of course, kasama yun, marami na tayong ganyang kausap na talagang afterwards hindi naman talaga na-confirm. But yun na nga, nagpapasalamat po ako sa committee na to na nabigyan po tayo ng pagkakataon para liwanagin tong issue na talagang nahirapan po tayo dahil sa hindi po pag-attend ni Colonel Grijaldo.
Mr. Chair, sa totoo lang, kung siya nasaktan, si Congressman Dan Fernandez, ako naman na-offend. Sapagkat tototohan na lang, nasa mukha ba namin na magko-coerce? Nasa mukha niya. Nasa mukha ba ni Congressman Fernandez na mag-coerce? Ako, nasa mukha ko ba mag-coerce? Tignan niyo nga mga po yung mukha niya. Compare po sa mukha namin.
And the next statement is that I felt that they wanted to convince me to do what they wanted me to do. So, it was the feeling of Colonel Grijaldo na kinukumbinsin niyo siya na gawin yung gusto niyong ipagawa. That was his feeling. The intention may not be that. Hindi po ba tama, Colonel Grijaldo? I-invoke mo na naman yung right mo. Tama ba yung state mo? I felt that they wanted to convince me to do what they wanted me to do.
I stand by my statement, Your Honor.
Sagutin mo yung tanong ko.
I would like to invoke my right.
Mr. Chair.
Your Honor.
May I move that we cite Colonel Grijaldo in contempt for violation of Section 11, Paragraph C, refusal to answer relevant questions? So move, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There is a motion to cite in contempt Colonel Grijaldo for violating Section 11, Paragraph C of our Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation, and it was duly seconded. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. You are again cited in contempt.
Mr. Chairman.
Is Congressman Akop done with this interpellation?
Mr. Chair, my motion needs another motion from any member of this committee because we have to determine what is the duration of his penalty and where he would be incarcerated. Mr. Chair.
Is there any motion?
Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Paduano.
While the rules of the House now with regards to Section 11, citing a resource person in contempt, the detention, no? The place of detention lies with of course, the chairman of this honorable committee. May I respectfully move, Mr. Chairman, that we will transfer, in this contempt order, I move that we will detain Colonel Grijaldo at para malapit-lapit lang sa batasan at Station 6, Mr. Chairman. So move, Mr. Chairman.
Are you referring to Station 6 of the
Quezon City, Mr. Chairman. Dito lang yan sa batasan eh.
Okay,
So
so
move, Mr. Chairman.
there is a motion to detain, transfer the detention of Colonel Grijaldo to Station 6 of the Quezon City Police Station. Are there any second? Duly seconded. Any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Comsec, please coordinate with our Sergeant at Arms and inform the said office that Colonel Grijaldo will be transferred to Station 6 of Quezon City and serve his detention in that facility.